we here at the Rich Eisen Show have been very excited about Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul ever since hearing about it, because we thought maybe Tyson could have a puncher's chance. And you doused all of those flames instantly. Tried to. You did? And now the fight has occurred. You would like to say something.
Well, it is. I'm happy being here with the most gullible staff on television, right? Like,
hold up.
You guys are the collective embodiment of Lucy and Charlie Brown, right? Where it's like, you think the football is going to be there and it gets pulled away. I tried to tell you the football was going to get pulled away and that this was going to play out the way that it did. But you didn't listen. And the reason I know I tried to tell you is because every time I come on the show, what I say is often aggregated. I'm always on awful announcing, talking about Paul versus Tyson. So I went back and looked at some of the clips.
Oh, you did?
And quite literally, everything I said turned out to be true. Now, I get a lot of stuff wrong. Believe me, I get that.
Yes.
But on this, everything that I said was going to be true. I said it was going to be the most watched thing in modern boxing history.
Check that
and
box.
It was. I don't know how to, differentiate Netflix numbers versus linear TV numbers, but it was a massive number no matter what way you look at it. I said that the fight was going to be goofy. I used that word.
Yes.
Felt pretty goofy in the ring for 8 rounds.
Well, even beforehand, when we saw a lot of Mike Tyson being interviewed, and we saw as he walked away.
That was interesting. Unclear to me, and I know some of the people that produced the show, but unclear to me if that was live or they just kept that in on a pre-tape. Because I've done those interviews, and oftentimes they're pre-tapes.
Yes.
So
right.
I don't know the truth in that. Finally, I tried to tell you guys. I tried over and over again to tell you guys that 15-second Instagram clips do not equate to an actual fight. They don't. Mike Tyson looked amazing on multiple Instagram clips.
Correct.
But getting in the ring against another guy that can punch back, whatever you think of Jake Paul, he can punch back, is an entirely different animal. It's like it's comparing apples to sheep. Like, that's how different it actually is. So
apples to sheep.
There's nothing. It has nothing to do with the other. So I tried to warn you. I saw Darren Revell tweeted out that 67% of the bets that were placed were on Mike Tyson. So 67% of you are out of your minds. Out of your minds.
You did, huh?
I had to.
You know what, I'm bad.
I did a Tyson KO. Just what if? Just in case.
So you know when Mike could have pulled off a knockout?
Okay.
Was in the first 30, 35 seconds.
Yes.
That's when Instagram Mike came out, right?
Yeah.
Like you saw him. He was chasing Jake across the ring.
Yeah.
Jake's footwork didn't look all that good. First 30, 45 seconds, there was that moment. The second Jake Paul survived, the first 45 seconds, the fight is over. And you know what drives me even more crazy? Is that now we have pivoted to conspiracy theory time.
Yeah.
We've pivoted to here's an angle of Mike Tyson pulling back his right hand. That clearly means that there was a contractual agreement between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul not to throw certain punches. I saw your friend, Michael Irvin,
all
over the airwaves talking about this contractual agreement that Mike Tyson could not throw an uppercut. Where is this agreement? What? I have not seen heads or tails of any type of agreement. I've also seen a script, quote, making the rounds on social media, which looked like somebody printed it out on an MS Word document and ran it out there. And also, the script that's out there doesn't line up to what actually happened in the fight. So this is all kind of bonkers. The reality is, to get serious, that if it turned out that Jake Paul and Mike Tyson rigged this fight, scripted it, whatever, both those guys would be in some trouble because this was a sanctioned boxing match. Yeah. And Jake Paul fancies himself a quote-unquote real boxer. He says he wants to fight for a world title someday. If it came out that a sanctioned boxing match was scripted, he'd get banned for some period of time, maybe forever. Like, you can't fix fights. Simple as that. Yeah. So there's so many reasons why the fix wasn't in. This was just, to bring it full circle, exactly what I told you guys since May when this was first announced, whenever it was first announced, that this is a 58-year-old grandfather in the ring against a 27-year-old that can punch. Full stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have been told so.
We've been scolded.
Many times.
We've been scolded.
In the 10-plus year history of this show, but that may be the greatest I told you so in the history of the Rich Eisen Show.
Done.
Chris Mannix.
You were right.
That said,
I'll see you guys later.
No. That said, you were watching this fight from Saudi Arabia, correct?
Was, yeah.
What time of the day was this now?
About 7 in the morning.
Okay, 7 in the morning. So paint the word picture for me. Are you in a hotel room? You're doing
I'm in a
what?
hotel room.
Okay.
I'm with my broadcast partner, Sergio Mora, Todd Grisham. We were in there. A couple of DAZN executives,
Excellent.
8 or 9 people watching.
Okay, so these are seasoned veterans.
Seasoned boxing people.
of the game.
Yes.
Of the
Sergio,
of the
former
Swiss science.
champion. Yes.
Very good. Now, that said, the Pauls come out in this stupid-ass green car. Okay,
Yeah.
All right. It's going way too slow, and In the Air Tonight is playing, and we get everybody's realizing that they're trolling with the Hangover and all of that business. Logan is spraying Jake's body spray.
Yes.
It's filled with product placement, and you're thinking he's not taking this very seriously. Okay, at least this is what I'm thinking sitting there. My 16-year-old son, who just knows of Jake Paul through videos and TMZ and all that sort of stuff. He's saying, "Why, Dad? Why is that car going so damn slow? Why can't he just get out and walk into the ring?" And I say, you know who's not coming out in a green car and who's going to walk to the ring? Guess who's going to do that? Mike Tyson. And sure enough, Mike Tyson comes out, and the usual Mike Tyson strolls in there. Okay,
Bit of a stumble on the way out.
Oh, got it. But my kids are like, "Dad, he looks scary." I'm like, "You have no idea. Okay, you have no idea." He's strolling to the ring, doing this. He gets in the ring. That first 30 seconds, at any point of any of this, did you think for a split second this can happen? Chris Mannix, yes or no?
No. He's...
Damn it, I took one last shot here. Honestly, there was one split moment where you even thought, uh-oh, I was wrong about this. Not at all? Not for a split second on planet Earth?
Look, again, the first 30 seconds was Instagram Mike. That's the guy you saw in those clips. And
he won the first
looked
round on points, did he not?
Yeah, I
No,
think so.
he landed 19 punches in the entire fight, okay?
All of them were in the first round.
He landed 19 punches. I don't want to be dismissed. Like,
No, I could
Mike
drop it.
Tyson is, I mean, the people, like Jake Paul's a popular guy.
Yes.
But people watch that from Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is still the biggest star in boxing. You've got to be respectful of that, and I am. But if you're asking me to objectively look at something and say a 58-year-old who was last in the ring sort of 4 years ago looking against Roy Jones.
Right.
And in a sanctioned fight was in the ring 19 years ago, getting clobbered by a guy named Kevin McBride and quitting effectively on his stool. You're not going to convince me that that guy is going to win a fight against someone that is not a good boxer, but serviceable enough with a strong enough right hand that can keep you in. Really, the only thing that was script is the wrong word, but the only thing that was suspect about this fight is that I firmly believe that from the 4th round on, if Jake Paul wanted to, he could have stopped Mike Tyson.
Rosie Perez even said during the fight, why isn't he not
Because
knocking out Mike Tyson?
there's no upside to Jake Paul putting a 58-year-old legend on the canvas. Like, there's no upside to that.
Right.
He doesn't get credit for that. He gets admonished for that. This turned out to be, you heard the crowd. They were booing from like the 3rd round on. They knew what was happening. All the energy that was in that building, for the hour beforehand, it was like just deflating in a balloon right in front of you.
Yeah.
So they knew what was going on, but it would have been so much worse, Rich, if he had thrown a right hand and put a 58-year-old Mike Tyson on his butt.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.